Welcome back. We have fallen down from far above all the way to the bottom of the Aperture Science facility. Parts of it that, according to Wheatley, have long since been abandoned. Are also apparently on fire, which, you know, might be a problem in the long term. Although it might be a problem in the very long term, considering how deep this is. Never really made much sense to me. Apparently this place is an old abandoned mine shaft, salt mine, I think. Do salt mines normally go down miles and miles? I don't know. But even if that's true, then still, why would you start building all the way at the bottom? Would have made more sense if the older stuff were near the surface and they kept going further down as they built new stuff. Also, why not just, you know, demolish some old stuff and build new stuff if you're not going to use it anyway? Okay, well, I've learned long ago not to question the way Aperture Science does things because, well, making sense is apparently not part of their mission statement. In other news, GLaDOS was turned into a potato and has been taken away by a bird, so won't be bothering us. While we figure out a way to get back up there and remove Wheatley from the place we just put him. Getting back up there might be difficult. We just put a portal somewhere in the ceiling all the way up top there, and then boom, we're done. No. Also, there are no surfaces around here that we can put portals in anyway. We just submerged the device in the water when we landed here. That's a bad thing, wasn't it? I don't know. Okay, let's see where we can go from here. Number 9. I don't know what that means, but it is a number, and that number is 9. That looks like, yes. Even all the way down here, there are surfaces upon which one can place portals, which apparently we need to get past this fence. One of my main problems with this game, gameplay-wise, and it's especially noticeable in the section that follows this, is that quite a lot of the puzzles are find the next place you can put a portal, rather than having an entire room where you can freely put portals, and you have to figure out how to do it. Here we usually have a tiny amount of wall where you can put a portal, and it's just a matter of finding it, and sometimes that's actually quite hard. How big is this place? This is beyond ridiculous. I mean, I can accept that whoever founded this place was filthy rich, but you'd have to have more money than most nations to afford this. And considering how bad they're doing at business, I can't believe Aperture actually makes enough money to afford that. I'm guessing we're going down here. Well, it's a nice change of scenery from the broken down and pristine test chambers. Although it has kind of just turned into a generic brown shooter, hasn't it? Keep out. Do not enter. Condemned testing area. Oh yeah, that makes me feel with hope that this will end well. Well, there doesn't seem to be any other place we can actually go. Well, we can't open this either. Condemned. Vitrification order. 1961. Okay. Do not look at, touch, ingest, or engage in conversation with any substances beyond this point. Especially that last one. Did they already invent a version of the portal gun that far back that they have surfaces you can use portals on around here? Or is that just a surface they were using anyway? Warning! This enrichment shaft may contain unsafe quantities of cosmic ray spallation elements. I don't even know what that is. That's the same. Alright, those are repeated. Admittance to authorized personnel only. Well, it's not as if we've ever cared about that before. I'm assuming that we can portal in here somehow. Not that one though. Like I said, sometimes it can actually be somewhat difficult to find the next portal spot. It seems to actually be up there rather than through the door. Just a matter of looking around everywhere. And I'm sure that at some point I will have forgotten where it is, because I don't remember all that much of this game. At least not of the puzzles, as you may have noticed already. So at some point I will probably get stuck. Not yet though. I just created a tiny loop. This one's not difficult though. They're really worried about those cosmic ray spallation elements, whatever the hell they are. This is where we came from. I don't think there's anything here, but I'm gonna check anyway, because that's just how I roll. You should know this by now if you watch my videos. There is no way to see that from... no. You cannot portal directly there. You have to go via the top bit, I think. Okay, well I guess we're following the keep out signs. There are portal surfaces here, which may come in useful. This actually seems to be going further down, which is kind of the opposite of what we wanted to do. I am walking on the pipe for no explicable reason, other than the fact that I can. Ominous looking. Well, that would have never occurred to me otherwise. Thank you, game. Giant vault door. What is this? Scrooge McDuck's vault? Something along those lines. Abandonment. Abandonment hatch limited? Is that what it says? Of abandonment hatch 2. Test shaft 9. Zulu Bunsen? Do not enter. Sealed June 15, 1961. That looks like text, but it's not actually readable. That is closed off. There must be another lever somewhere. I'm guessing it's gonna be in those places. Like that then, I guess. Is that... yeah, those are portal surfaces. So it could have gone directly in there. What I always find curious about this is why does that not harm the sign? Hatch reclusion override. What's on the other side? Just curious. No. Supplementary hatch exclusion override. Does that just mean we need to do both? Let's see. Yes. Oh, and apparently we need to do both a heck of a lot quicker than that. See better from here? Yes. There better be something awesome behind there. What could it be? Oh god, this really had me on the floor the first time it happened. This giant hatch opening in such a dramatic fashion, and all that behind it is a door. Seems a gate also opened, which is good. There's a chair here for no adequately explained reason. Who builds this? Why? The answer is amateur science and because. Is this the first time we had to open a door with E? I guess so. Hey, where'd the aperture science logo loading screen go? We've switched to a different style of loading screen, apparently. We still have loading corridors though, so that's nice. Just with less fancy doors. Even back then they needed those. Caution, do not lean on railing. Danger of dissolving, apparently. Guess this is the same stuff that we have in the other testing chambers. I wonder where we are. Well, we are in abandoned test shaft 9, apparently. And let's hope it won't come down on top of us. Holy crap. We are going to have a lot of climbing to do, aren't we? This game is, in that sense, so different from the previous one, because the last game had no skill whatsoever. Just tiny test rooms, and here we get these giant environments, which admittedly do look very nice. Doesn't look like we can actually get on there. Cut the portal over there. This is one where I remember originally I was stuck for an incredibly long time trying to figure out where the game wanted me to go. But for that same reason I do actually remember it now. That wasn't it. Don't worry, I didn't think that was it either. Start down there. Notice. Experiment discontinued. Keep out contamination area. Underground train to test shafts 1 through 8. Okay, apparently they connected those. Makes sense. The problem I had with this originally is this is just a gigantic area with no obviously noticeable surfaces to portal on. However, what I neglected to notice that first time is the fact that you are supposed to portal through this door. Which in retrospect is actually quite obvious. Pull lever? I don't see... Oh, there's the lever. Breaker 0135B, main power entranceway, automated doors, lobby, and testing lounge.
Congratulations. You're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who is ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
Indeed! We meet our third announcer character. Counting the announcer in the beginning, and GLaDOS, obviously. Cave Johnson, who apparently owned the place. Considering this was 1961, I'm not sure if he's still alive or not. He is in fact the founder of Aperture Science, and the person who is apparently filthy rich enough to build all of this. And it seems even back then they were experimenting, but rather than using random people they got off the streets, they were using kind of famous people, and the logo fell apart. That's incredible timing. You may have noticed that that logo is, or was before it fell apart, the one on the loading screen when we fell down here. That's because the logo on the loading screen changes along with which part of the facility you are in. And since we're in the old part, now we are getting the old logo. Okay, well, I guess getting into the test track is going to be our best bet at going home, going back up, which is the first step in going home, I guess. My instincts tell me there will be a fling puzzle here. I'm guessing that's where we need to be. If there is a fling puzzle, where do I fling from? Ah. That's never gonna work, is it? Because then I'd have to fling on that. That might work better, but there's no... Let's just see what happens if I do it from there. No. Oh, come on! I so should have made that. What happens is that I usually overshoot the mark. I guess we could try and aim that out precisely, but there has to be a easier way, I do believe. Can we get on that pipe? We can, but there's not an awful lot we can do with it. How about just attempting to jump around the corner? That seems to be a heck of a lot easier. Please excuse the inconvenience. This elevator is out of service until forever. Okay, so apparently this isn't even where we were supposed to go. Welcome to the future of tomorrow. Aperture Science Innovators. Established 1947, apparently. Okay, so that is probably where we need to go. Like that, maybe. Yes. Like that, only with a lot more distance. I don't have anywhere near the agility skills. Or do I? Apparently I do! Okay. Not sure if there is an easier way to accomplish that, but this did the trick. Which got us inside, and I think that's as good a place as any to continue in the next video.